What's up, everybody? Avik and Wall-E here from Mahalo Video Games team, checking out the BioShock Infinite full walkthrough, which was, what they presented at E3.
Yeah, this is what they showed off at E3, and it looks fantastic. This is actually the first time I'm watching this whole presentation. I actually saw a lot of what they were showcasing at some of the conferences, because that's what I went to. I didn't go to the show floor, so I didn't get a chance to see this. So as a BioShock fan, I'm going to be exposed to this for the first time, and Avik over here has been dissecting this thing for
Yeah, you guys
all
are going
day.
to love it. You guys are going to love this.
Let's get right into this.
Now, if you're a BioShock fan, right from the beginning, what BioShock did was, it literally kind of shocked me. It was like, wow, this is the first time I'm experiencing, this story that's so deep and so different. It was all underwater, and it was really, really cool because no other game had really done anything like that.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple years later, to invent the game. Now they're taking it to the skies.
Which I think is the genius move here is don't just try to keep doing that same thing that made the first one good. Go and do something else in the same structure and style.
Exactly. Now, just so you guys know where this game technologically stands, brand new lighting system, which is one of the best I've seen on the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3 or even the PC. Just superb. And another thing that you need to notice, guys, is every building, like this building that you are in, is a floating building. So what that means is everything that you see within here, if that building tips over, these things will fall realistically on the floor.
Wow.
So everything is physics-based, whether it's an item or even the physical building that you're in. And you guys are going to see some cool examples of the physics, here.
That's really cool. Just the sort of dynamic physics of all that is so impressive. It makes a lot of sense because you're in the sky, so there's going to be a lot of motion, I'm imagining, and that's going to be so cool. That's 10 times cooler than just being in a room that you can shoot at the glass and let the water come in, which that in and of itself was kind of a revelation at the time, like that you can interact.
Now, of course, there's a great sense of humor in the game. Another thing that they're doing, by the way, is this is the first time where you... Oh, here's one of the physics things I was talking about with the building. But this is one of the first times where you actually have a physical character coming along with you, much like Alex from Half-Life series. She follows you, and it's a little more... You're going to notice some stuff that you use her for later on. She has this really weird... power where she could rift a part of another era or time and bring it to where you're at currently within your time frame.
So do you think this could potentially lead into some co-op stuff if you've got the second character following you around?
I don't think so because oh, by the way, here's one of the new enemies. You guys want to check this out.
So this is like the big daddy of this game.
Right. Who's this giant eagle slash he's crazy. And he's the main protector of her, so he's pissed off. He's looking for her, and whoever has her, he's gonna kill him.
Oh, so this is sort of almost like a little sister situation.
Yes.
Like you took a little sister away, that big daddy's gonna come after you. So this is now kind of the analogy to that in this game. That's cool.
Only difference between the big daddies you're used to and this one, this guy could fly, and he could break through any of these walls at any time and get you if he wants. And you're gonna see a little bit of taste of that too.
Well rendered.
Very, very, very great graphics, I'm telling you. Really good stuff.
This is almost like animated movie good right here.
Yeah. And the story is serious too. She's basically stating, look, don't ever let it take me back. If it means that you got to kill me, you just kill me. No. I don't want to go back. Because she's been a prisoner her whole life because of her powers. Now,
so this game is still going to use a lot of the sort of plasmids and sort of
it's gonna have those type of things. Here's one, the rift thing that I was telling you right there. He could have actually made her bring that from another era and put it in this world right now. Now look at the game's world, dude. Everything here is floating, flying. Everything is physics based. Even buildings now physically are physics based now, which is just insane. That means this whole area could just collapse and fall right now, and they can make it happen and look so surreal. Now, here's the part where it gets pretty crazy. You might want to watch this. This stuff gave me the chills.
It's gonna be okay.
Give you guys a little volume boost for this one.
Definitely.
It's a horse. Horses die.
He's in pain.
Not for long. I need you to step back.
Wait, there's a tear. See, right here.
Elizabeth, it's just an animal.
I can control it this time.
It is too powerful.
Ready for this?
You won't be able to stop it.
I wasn't asking for permission.
Oh.
What's this?
What?
What the heck is this?
What did you do?
Revenge of the Jedi?
What did
is
you
this
do?
like the late 80s? What's going on? What the heck
Close
is...
it! Close it!
Holy crap,
Close
no.
it now!
No.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that insane?
That is ridiculous.
Isn't that insane? And look at the lighting, guys. Look at how surreal it looks. It's just
And this is all in game.
This
This
is
is not
all
like a
in-game.
cutscene. This is not.
no
Oh wow.
cutscenes. No cutscenes.
I can't.
That was literally a part of the game.
That's
Isn't that insane? Just in itself. Oh,
That
we
is-
got a lot more,
What
guys.
just
Sorry, we got a lot more.
Yeah,
a lot
no,
more to
that's-
show.
I really want to
that
take
is
bets
so
on what's possible.
unique and interesting and just
surreal.
oh, I'm deeply impressed. Like I saw a lot of cool stuff in trailers and whatnot, but just that idea of her like being able to sort of control little bubbles, tears, I guess is what you called them,
Right.
that are time based is that.
So, well, that's one of the first glimpses where you could actually see the present time or future or whatever you want to call it in their terms.
Uh-huh.
That's why he didn't even know where they were. Oh, by the way, again, just things are physically floating at all times. You're even going to see this one part in a little bit where a building is literally chained to another building and the chains are moving and the building's moving up and down. Crazy stuff.
There's one thing I did notice about that other, just to go back to that
The rift
future
opening.
bubble thing.
Right.
Having Revenge of the Jedi on the marquee might be a subtle hint to the fact that, I mean, that's obviously an alternate future. Like, this is the I mean, obviously this is an alternate past. But, I mean, maybe that has something to do with the fact that what she does within this bubble and just the creation of the bubble doesn't just affect now, but it affects then as well.
Maybe.
Because, yeah, the Revenge of the Jedi is obviously not the... was an original title of Return of the Jedi, but they changed it last minute, so that's either a clever nod of the game makers or a subtle little clue to the true power that she's wielding here.
Exactly.
What you asked me to do.
Let's not discuss it.
So again, the whole
what did
city's
that thing
alive,
do to
and
you?
keep in mind this whole time, this game hasn't even loaded once.
That's
It just
death.
keeps going.
Oh,
And
is it going to be a full sort of just world that's entirely no load screens, no nothing? Like it just
exactly.
loads
There's
in?
no loading at all.
Oh.
It's a seamless experience throughout.
And now, see, this is a lot of the stuff that hits a lot of the similar chords as the original BioShock with this whole capitalist and tyrant and all that stuff.
See the chains, by the way, holding the buildings together, and look at the building going down right there, the one that's floating and going back up.
That's so cool.
There's parts in the game where I heard that you're going to be able to, like, there's one building where there's like these enemies, and the way you do it is you have to blow down those chains and see the building just drop to the floor onto the Earth's land and demolish into pieces. Now you're going to get to a major part right now where you, as a player, get to make all the choices along the way, which is going to make every single gamer's experience while they play BioShock Infinite a very unique one.
That's what's going to be key for this game is the concept of choice was so pivotal.
So here's one of them. Should he stop the execution? It's up to you, and it's time. So it's like you don't have all the time in the world in this guide. He wants to stop it right here, and all these people are pissed off. So now you have to fight him off.
Now, the choice aspects in the original were actually really simplistic. It was very complexly put together, but it was simplistic in a save the little sister, don't save the little sister, and that was basically it.
Right.
If this is asking you to make those sort of moral choices, like save that person and avoid a fight, or not, like, I can only imagine how in depth.
Well,
the
check
choices
this
are
out.
gonna
How
be.
about this? Now you get to use her. Now she says, what do you want me to do? Open this tier? You want me to use that cover? You want me to get weapon crates for you, or open this doorway for us to escape? You're like, oh, just give me that cover. This is one of the new powers
Nice.
where you levitate, all the enemies. So if they're behind cover, no more like annoying, running around and shooting them. Now,
the grapple,
Yeah.
which I think this is the thing that was heavily showcased in the trailer.
Yep.
And I think is the coolest, potentially new
Very
addition
cool
here.
stuff. Very cool stuff.
To almost Spider-Man your way through some of this stuff.
Well, here's another thing. Check out what you could use the Rift for in this scenario, too. You could combine your powers with hers. So in this case, when there's enemies coming at you, you could have her bring in another tier.
Yes. Again, another hallmark of the BioShock is that mixing and matching and just your own personal preference is what decides how you kill something. And then the animations, like,
ridiculous.
God, this is so good.
So the way this works, guys, is if you look, so here's a part where she could bring in a turret, but there's going to be fights on rails, which is ridiculous. But when you look at the rails, you see that little circle right there on the middle of the screen. You see that little? That's your hook. So whenever you press that, your guy will jump on latch, and you'll be going on the way.
Nice.
Look at this. And they pull off stunts. They jump from one rail to another. And very shortly here, he's going to get on the rail, and some crazy stuff is going to happen. So that's how they sound the alarm and shoot flares in the area where you're at, and enemies will come out all over the place. It's not just like, okay, they're going to come from right there. No, they just come from all over. They'll start scaling at you on the rails or just trying to trick you, come behind you. Now the whole point is trying to take this whole big thing down, but how is that even possible, right? How is that going to be physically possible for you to do? I mean, look at this thing. It's shooting like thousands of rockets at you. Well, let's check it out.
Holy crap. And again, just to point out, again, this is real gameplay, and we've not seen a single load yet.
Nope.
Like, and this has been some incredible...
Right? This is nothing. So there's a lot of speed, a lot of velocity. Now you're going to see some really, really cool stuff. Again, in this mode, you can have... the girl actually still use a tier system to like bring in stuff to help you, and you can still physically shoot enemies while you're going on these rails.
Nice.
So now he's trying to figure out, okay, I'm going to get rid of all these enemies that are just blasting away at me. At the same time, try to make my way up somehow to that blimp and take it out. Again, just really innovative gameplay, stuff you haven't seen before. And like you said, this thing hasn't even loaded once, but look how it's just so smooth, looks so good. Look how many things are going on at the same time.
One thing I've noticed too is a lot of these, like for lack of better terminology, I'll just keep calling them plasmids. These powers that he's using are actually rather passive. Like they're not like shooty out attack stuff.
Right.
They're just sort of affect everything around people, which is an interesting sort of take, because in the original and the second one, a lot of the plasmids were just sort of shooting at something, like ice balls or electric sparks. And if you're spending a lot of time, I'm sorry, I was just mesmerizing.
Yeah.
If your plasmids are more passive, a little more reactionary and environment based, then it just opens up 1,000 different ways to do things, because you can't just boom, 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 boom. You're almost doing it like juggles in a Marvel vs. Capcom. Like you're using that as your power up and shooting them up in the air and then killing them some other way with another. It's almost like a combo system in a fighter. Like that's insane to see that mechanics so well developed here in a first-person shooter.
And he's actually, up until this point, has killed about 50 people, and there's about 100 enemies around him, and the action is just over the top, which is where BioShock always is and always will be. This is one of the new examples of what you'll be able to do, which is just mind-blowing. Is you could go to the main reactor, the core reactor of the ship, take it out, which most ships which fly have. And what do you do next? Peace out. You could jump on the skyline from up there, keep the velocity.
Nice.
Now, you do get hurt if you drop from super high and you latch on, but in some cases, that's how you get out, and as you guys saw that as an example, which is brilliant. This is going to be good stuff, guys. So look at this, by the way. Look at that floating little building out there.
Nice. A little story thing they were talking about when they're trying to get, obviously, Comstock House is where you're getting to, but it says she will get her freedom and he's going to get paid. Sort of like, it's not necessarily a love story. Like, it kind of made it look out in the original trailers. This is a bit of a mercenary. and he just got thrown.
Yeah, I would raise the volume a little just so people see this part.
Okay.
This part's epic.
Let's, ooh, how about we hit play? Or we knocked it back a little bit so
okay.
you guys can see. No,
okay.
We're going to put the volume up and we're
There
going to let
you
you guys
go.
watch this.
You guys need
I'm going to watch this too. This is exciting.
Again, all in game. This guy will follow you wherever you are, even if you're indoors. Totally fine.
Stop it! Don't hurt him! I'm sorry!
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I never should have left. I never should have left. Take me back. Take me home. Please.
Now, that's how you tell storytelling
Yeah.
within a video game, where you just want to play it and you want to be there. You want to do that, and
That was incredible. Like,
Yeah.
just mind blowing how cool that was. I am just massively impressed. Comparatively to that original sort of demo of the original BioShock,
Right.
where you're just this guy going around fighting a big daddy, and how mind blowing that was. If I saw this back then, I think my brain would have literally melted.
right,
Like,
it
this
would
is
have blown up.
this is just outrageous, and the fact that this was all gameplay. We just watched 15 minutes of continuous,
Pure
smooth, just this beautiful gameplay. No loads, no nothing. Intense story. I was high on BioShock Infinite before, but I'm thinking Game of the Year candidate
crap,
in
right?
2000. It's
2012,
2012.
yep.
2012. You know.
Easily.
Mass Effect 3, that's cute, but BioShock Infinite, it's got my attention. This is incredible.
Easily.
Any final thoughts, Avik?
I cannot wait till this game comes out. This is just a little piece of the campaign you guys experienced. Like I said, you guys saw all these different options within the game that you're going to have as a player, making your experience that much more unique. With that being said, multiplayer-wise, they haven't revealed anything, and I can't wait. Imagine railing and shooting people, and just Irrational Games, thumbs up.
Yeah.
2012, easily one of the contenders in Game of the Year 2012.
This looks like. Oh no! Wait for it! Oh, I thought she was going to do the four score.
Able,
That's a couple minutes. That's a couple seconds down the line. We're going to get out of here. Fantastic new gameplay demo. Find it on your PSN. You can download it for free. It's there. Watch this, dissect it. There's a lot of great stuff in here. We can't wait for it. Tell us what you think. Leave a comment. Leave something.
Keep looking.
I love it. Requests at mahalo.com is our email address. At Video Games is our Twitter handle, and Facebook/Mahalo Video Games. Leave us some feedback. We love it. Avik was fantastic. You guys, later. Peace.